One shot, a single bullet fired on a sunny day in Sarajevo forever altered the course of history. It wasn't just the death of a man, it was the death of an era, the spark that set the world on fire, plunging nations into the Great War. But what if I told you that this pivotal moment was almost a colossal failure, that one missed turn, one wrong move, and history might have played out entirely differently? The date was June 28, 1914. The place Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie were on a state visit. It was meant to be a show of imperial strength and unity, but beneath the surface, tensions were simmering. Nationalist fervor, political intrigue, and the desire for independence were all boiling over. But no one could have predicted that a young man named Gavrilo Princip would be the one to strike the match that would ignite a world war. Franz Ferdinand was a man of contradictions, progressive in his views on military and social issues, yet rigid and stubborn when it came to politics. His visit to Sarajevo was seen as provocative by many, especially the nationalist groups who yearned for Slavic independence from Austro-Hungarian rule. Among these groups was the Black Hand, a secret organization with a deadly goal to assassinate the Archduke and send a message that the Slavic people would not be subjugated. The Black Hand's plan was elaborate but plagued with problems from the start. A team of 6 assassins positioned themselves along the route of the Archduke's motorcade. Each of them was armed and ready, driven by a cause they believed worth dying for. But as the motorcade passed by, nerves got the better of many. One assassin threw a bomb that bounced off the Archduke's car and exploded under the next vehicle. Chaos ensued, but Franz Ferdinand was unscathed. Fate, it seemed, was not on the side of the assassins. The motorcade sped away, and the assassins, dejected and certain of their failure, scattered. But destiny had one more twist in store. Later that day, after attending a scheduled reception at City Hall, Franz Ferdinand insisted on visiting the wounded from the bomb attack at the hospital. His driver, unfamiliar with Sarajevo's streets, took a wrong turn onto Franz Joseph Street, a street where none other than Gavrilo Princip was standing almost by accident. In a surreal stroke of fate, the car came to a stop right in front of Princip. Seizing the moment, he stepped forward, drew his pistol and fired 2 shots. One bullet struck Franz Ferdinand in the neck and the other hit Sophie in the abdomen. Within moments, both would be dead. Princip, a 19-year-old nationalist, had just succeeded in assassinating the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. A success that would soon be drowned in the bloodshed of millions. The assassination was the spark that set off a chain reaction of events. Austria-Hungary, with Germany's backing, issued an ultimatum to Serbia, where Princip and his accomplices were from. Serbia's response was seen as unsatisfactory, and Austria-Hungary declared war. Alliances were triggered, and within weeks Europe was engulfed in the Great War. The world would never be the same, and it all began with that single shot in Sarajevo. Today, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand is remembered as a pivotal moment that changed the course of the 20th century. It wasn't just the death of a man, but the death of peace in Europe. It's a story of chance, of unintended consequences, and of how a seemingly isolated event can ripple out to change the world in unimaginable ways. History is full of such moments, turning points where everything hangs in the balance. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to explore more of history's hidden turning points with us on Time's Dark Mysteries, because sometimes understanding the past is the key to understanding our future.